Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Ms. Ishrat Khan from BS Bridging Semester 5. Me and my class fellows, Mr. Umar, Mr. Sudas, Mr. Hamza, and Mr. Waqas, are presenting today on social interactionism. This is a theory given by Vygotsky, and it is famous by another name, the socio-cultural theory of cognitive development. First of all, Mr. Waqas will present on the initial slides.
Uh, we can say in the context of ELT, social interactionism refers to how language learning is influenced by social interactions between learners, teachers, and the surrounding social environment. This theory emphasized that language acquisition and communication skills are best developed through active participations in real life social interactions. According to social interactions, learners don't just absorb language passively but actively construct meanings, understand cultural norms, and develop their language skills through dialogue, collaboration, and exposure to different social contexts. Okay. So, the third slide is about Vygotsky. He was a Soviet physiologist, and also he was a researcher and theorist of child development and contemporary, and he was a contemporary of Jan Piaget. Actually, he developed a sociocultural theory of cognitive development, which is also emphasized on social interactions but focus on learning and development rather than symbolic meaning and making. Cognitive development also refers to pupil acquires, process, store, and use knowledge over time. It includes abilities like thinking, problem solving, and also the memory, language, and reasoning.
Ahmed. I'm from Bridging fifth semester. Today, my topic is some important points of this theory. So, we will discuss about some important points of this theory. The first point is learning can be guided and mediated by the social interactions, and learning as a crucially social process is opposed to an independent journey of discovery. Uh, it explains that learning is not something we do alone but happens through interacting with others. When we talk to and learn from people around us, they guide and shape our understanding. The third point is learning can be benefited greatly from being guided by a more knowledgeable other. It means that a big part of learning comes from someone who knows more than us, like a teacher, parent, or an experienced friend. They help us understand things better. The fourth point: children internalize and learn from the beliefs and attitude that they witness around them. It means that a lot of children especially learn from watching and listening to the people around them. They pick up beliefs, behaviors, and ways of thinking from their surroundings. The last point is, and the important points is that in this process, culture plays an important role. Beside culture, he stressed the importance of language as the root of all learning. It means that culture also plays a big role in learning because different traditions, customs, and ways of thinking influence how people understand the world. Most importantly, language is the key to learning. It helps us communicate, understand new ideas, and share knowledge. Without language, learning would be much harder. The next size is about the concept of more knowledgeable others. The more knowledgeable others could be enabled with a greater understanding of the task or concept that the child is trying to complete or learn. Most often, this would be a parent, a teacher, but it could also be a mentor. The more knowledgeable could also be an electronic tutor. The more knowledgeable uh, other refers to anyone who has more expertise, knowledge, or experience in a particular task or concept than the learner. The more knowledgeable other provides guidance, and support to help the learner bridge the gap between what they can do alone and what they cannot do yet. The more knowledgeable other is crucial and the zone of proximal development process, because their help is what enables the learner to progress to the next level. The more knowledgeable other could be a teacher guiding a student through difficult concepts, a parents or tutor offering personalized assistant. The more knowledgeable other provides scaffolding, which is temporary support system that makes the learning process easier for the students. Over time, as the learner becomes more capable, the more knowledgeable other gradually removes or reduce their assistance, allowing the learner to take on the task independently. Thank you.
I'm Hamza Aviv from Bridging 5th semester, and I will proceed from where my friend stopped. So, in this slide, you can see the key concept of the theory. The theory we are going to discuss. So, these are the topics that we will discuss one by one in detail. The first topic is the zone of proximal development. So the zone of proximal development is the difference between what a learner can do without help and what they can do with guidance and encouragement from a skilled partner, MKO. So here we can see that the zone of proximal development it refers to the range of tasks and activities that a learner can accomplish with the guidance, support, and feedback of more knowledgeable other, and that can be a teacher, a mentor, or a skillful partner, or anyone. So actually, this zone of proximal development it's a gap between what a learner can do independently and what they can do with assistance. So it is, and this concept was developed by Lev Vygotsky, who was an American psychologist, and he explained that how learners develop new skills and knowledge with the guidance of more experienced individuals. uh, it's a zone of proximal development. He believed that Vygotsky, he believed that the most effective learning occurs within the zone where the learners is challenged just beyond their current capabilities, but with appropriate support, he can learn a lot of things, and that's in this zone. Here we can see in this image that there is a circle in which independently can do. So there are three main stages. We are gonna discuss it one by one, but before that we should discuss this one thing, proximal. What does proximal to mean? So proximal refers to the skills the learner is close to mastering. But he just need a little bit of help. So with a little help, he can be a master in those skills. Uh, let's move to the next slide. The stages. So there are actually three stages of zone of proximal development, and the first stage is the tasks a learner can accomplish without assistance. right? So this refers to tasks that the learner can perform independently. If the learner has reached this stage, the teacher or mentor will need to increase the level of difficulty of the task in order to facilitate further learning. So we can more understand it with the help of an example. If a student, let's suppose her name is Sarah, and she has already learned how to do simple addition problems like 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 and 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. So now she doesn't need help from teacher or anyone else for these problems. But now the teacher notices that Sarah can do simple addition easily. So now the teacher might start teaching subtraction or multiplication instead. So, yeah, so that she can improve her skills. That is the task a learner can accomplish without assistance. The second stage is the task a learner can accomplish with assistance. So this is referred as to as the zone of proximal development. In this stage, the learner needs the guidance of more knowledgeable other to help them complete the task. In this stage, this is the zone of proximal development, and it refers to the task that a learner can almost do by themselves, but still needs a little help by guidance. For example, you can understand a math problem, but still you need the teacher to explain a few steps. In this case, the learner is in with assistance zone, and in this zone is the ideal place of growth and learning, because the learner is ready to stretch their skills, but still needs a bit of support. The third stage is a task a learner cannot accomplish with assistance. So this stage is the this refers to the task that a learner cannot do even with the guidance of a more knowledgeable person. If the learner's ability falls within this range, the level of difficulty may need to be decreased or accommodate their skill set. So in this stage, the learner cannot do it at all, even with help. For example, if the learner doesn't yet understand basic concepts, and no matter how much help they get, they cannot do the task yet. They are in this stage. In this case, it might be helpful for the teacher to simplify the task or work on the teaching the basic first, so the learner can build up their necessary skills. So, in short, the zone of proximal development is about what a learner can do alone and what they can do with help and what they cannot do at all. And teacher use this concept to make sure that the students gets the right amount of challenge. If the task is too easy, the learner won't grow, and if it's too hard, the learner may feel frustrated and unable to succeed. So the goal is to find the right balance where learners can do things with some guidance which helps them develop and improve their skills. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, myself Muhammad Umar Faisal, and I'll continue my presentation from slide number 9, Vygotsky and instructional scaffolding. First of all, I'll give introduction about the Vygotsky. Leo Vygotsky was a Russian psychologist who developed the social culture theory of learning. He believed that social interaction plays a key role in learning. One of his main ideas is instructional scaffolding, which helps students learn with the guidance of a more knowledgeable person. What is instructional scaffolding? A teaching method where a teacher or mentor guide a student step by step. The teacher understands the student current level and provides support accordingly. When the student gains confidence, the teacher gradually reduces support. Techniques of instructional scaffolding. Some common scaffolding techniques, for example, using visual aids, diagram, chart, images, providing example to clarify concept, one-on-one guidance to offer personalized help. And now I'll tell you the benefit of scaffolding. motivating the learner by helping them through aspect of a task that they have trouble with. And number two, minimizing frustration for the learner. And the third, providing a faster learning experience. As I told before, that what is scaffolding? That temporary support given by teachers to help students develop new skills, included hints, question, modeling, and guided practice. The goal is to gradually reduce support to students become independent learners. For example, a teacher helps student with speaking and writing skills by first providing sentence starters, then reducing help as student gain confidence. Um, Step in the scaffolding process that you can see here, that first of all, prior knowledge, assess what student already know about the topic, connect new learning to existing knowledge. Number two, set a learning goal, define clear learning outcomes, what students should achieve. Number three, plan instructional support, break skill into smaller steps, use visual aids. And number four, implement and monitor progress, teach step by step. Number five, gradually reduce support, allow students to practice with less help, encourage independent learning. And number six, continue monitoring and build on previous learning, provide additional support where needed. That was my part of presentation. Thank for your attention. Allah Hafiz.
Internalization is the third most important element of the theory of cognitive development. It involves transforming external shared experience into internal mental function. It's mean कि whatever we learn from our environment or from the person who we are calling throughout the theory with more knowledgeable one, those are external shared experiences. And these experiences must be a source of enhancing our mental functions or enhancing our problem solving skills. And one more thing that will be inculcated through these external shared experiences would be encouragement and motivation to learn a language. Vygotsky proposed that a child movement through the zone of proximal development, in short we call that ZPD, is characterized by the transition from social to individual. By this, Vygotsky wanted to say that social environment or culture is very important to develop an individual personality, and it also mirrors the broader social origins of higher mental functions too. When children gradually internalize the knowledge and skills acquired through social interaction within the ZPD are also enhanced. What starts as external guidance become internalized. Whatever the child will get from his environment, that must be a part of his personality. In a simple word, we can say that if a child gets good environment, his personality would be good one. On the other hand, that could be vice versa. If we talk about application of the theory in ELT, then according to Vygotsky, it widely used in language learning because it emphasizes how social interaction and language shape thoughts. If anyone wants to learn a language, the best one way of learning that provide the environment in which the child can um, communicate to other and learn his own uh, Teacher can help students develop language skills by providing support, engaging in conversation, and using collaborative tasks. Providing support means here, as previously we have read about scaffolding. So this is the best one way to give support to a child or student, and that is not just a support, but it also provide motivation to learn and encouragement to learn. For acquiring knowledge of a language, group work and peer learning is also played an important role. Besides that, guided practice before independence also helps for learning a language. Besides that, as all we know, speaking and writing activities are very essential in the learning process of language, and cultural element in language learning too. These all are skills in which we can use or apply Vygotsky's theory and make our child or a student happy to learn. Now, here in the last, we conclude the theory on some given aspect. For example, if we discuss what is the field of that theory, then this is from psychology of the child, especially. That's why we call that cognitive development, that focuses on how social and cultural interactions shape cognitive development. Throughout the theory, uh, we will see that how society and culture play important role in shaping a child personality. The key concept of the theory revolves around three element zone of proximal development. We also call that ZPD, scaffolding, and internalization. While the theorist for that is Lev Vygotsky. If we talk about application of the theory in teaching learning process, especially this is used in language acquisition educations. And as example, we can give here a child want to learn mathematics, and obviously he must be needed a teacher. He must be given some intelligence god gifted, but for few methods or few problems he must need a teacher, or what uh, we can call more knowledgeable one. So this is not essential ke we use this theory just in language learning. We can also use that in different classes too. So hope all of you have found these all informations useful for your further and future learning. Thanks.